Hello guys and welcome to my channel. In today's video we're going to be discussing, should Andy Murray retire from the tennis tour for good in 2024? We're going to be discussing his career as a whole, so let's get to it. So in 2024 season, Andy Murray's been on a winless run, losing 4 straight matches. First tournament coming from the Brisbane International against Grigor Dimitrov. Second tournament coming from Australian Open against Thomas Martin Etcheverry. Third tournament coming from Montpellier against Benoit Paire, and the last tournament currently going on right now is the Marseille Open, Open 13, and he lost to Tomas Machacic, who's the number 66 seed. He lost today's match in straight sets. I think it was 7-5, 6-4. In my humble opinion, I think Andy Murray should have retired in 2019. He's been having a hip injury which has been plaguing him for so long. In 2018, he injured his hip, and he basically took the majority of 2018 season off because he had a really bad injury, and he was meant to retire in 2019, giving a retirement speech about how the injury, he can't handle it anymore. He's just going through daily pain with his hip. He can barely walk without feeling the pain on his hip. And in my opinion, yeah, I haven't had that injury before, but because his game is based on his movement, he likes to move around, he likes to outgrind his opponents. Having a metal hip is going to be a huge struggle in terms of his results. And he's one of those individuals who come into tournaments wanting to win the big tournaments, right? And throughout the past 5 years, he hasn't even come close to winning any of the major tournaments. And I think he should have just retired in 2019 on a high. Looking back at what he's done in his career, he would have been very satisfied. So let's give a career breakdown. He's won 3 Grand Slam titles and 2 Olympic medals, and he's been a 5-time finalist in Australian Open and a 1-time finalist in the French Open. So with the Australian Open, for example, as a finalist, he was in the final in 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013, 2015 and 2016. And he lost against Djokovic and Federer. I think it was 4 times out of the 5 that he lost to Djokovic, and then one time he lost to Federer. And then in the French Open, he's been a 1-time finalist, like I said before, and he lost to Novak Djokovic. Also, he won I will say the Olympic title afterwards, but he won the Wimbledon title against Djokovic, which was his maiden Wimbledon title, and Raonic, which was his second Wimbledon title. And then he won his maiden Grand Slam, which was his first Grand Slam overall, against Djokovic, and that was 5 sets. He was winning 2 sets to love up, and then Djokovic came back to make it 2 sets all, and then in the last set he managed to win. So you can see that Andy Murray's had a fantastic career, and I think, long story short, finally, what I'm going to say is that I think if he does retire this season, it would be the best for him, because he's not going to win any major titles. He's not even come close, like I said, for the past 4 to 5 years. So he just might as well retire on a high. He will still retire on a high, but of course there's going to be discussions whether or not, oh yeah, he should have retired in 2019 based on just his results for the past 4 or 5 years. I don't think it will plague him, but a lot of people might suggest that it might plague his career and say he wasn't as good of a player as they thought he was. So yeah, guys, thank you for tuning into the video. If you got any questions and you want to discuss the video, comment down below. And yeah, take care of yourself, guys. Bye. And if you like the video as well, subscribe, and yeah, peace.